bring it up finally. So that should be going. So I just testing everything. That should be on. Okay, so we got that. So we got. Hi, greetings and welcome. What was that? I was like waving like there's a fly. No, sorry. Hi, greetings and welcome, fellow citizens. Today we are on day 4 of the inter. Sorry, don't you just hate it when you have something planned in mind and just never goes to go straight to plan? Yeah, we are currently on day 4 of the Invictus Fleet Week or Launch Week for the Star Citizen. So we have had quite a fair bit of activity going over the previous week. Unfortunately, we haven't really been able to do much because as the event is being held over in Orison at the moment, we have had like problems after problems after problems, especially mostly with lag and game crashes. But that is only really to be expected during these sort of events because everyone's like cramming onto the servers right now, and therefore the overall performance of what we're experiencing right now isn't really the true reflection of what we normally get during the game. It's like during these events, that's when everyone's cramming on, and that is when it's overloaded and crashing. But we are trying to get through it. We are desperately trying to get through it. So yesterday, what did we have yesterday? Oh yeah, yesterday we mostly had RSA, Origin, and some other small ground vehicles. However, someone yesterday did bring up a very valid question in the comments, and that question was, where were the big ships? Because yesterday it was not only RSI, but it was also Origin. But where was the 890 jump? Where was the 600i? We didn't see any of those, and we was just wondering if it was coming out. But I didn't really manage to get back in contact with the customer about this, but I did have a word with my guild mates and thought, yeah, we didn't even have the reclaimer when it came to that company earlier on in the week. So where are they? And we kind of believe that because the Invictus week is more or less down to the military aspect rather than the commercialized aspect, what we are getting here are more or less the fighters, the military craft, the movers, well, not the movers and shakers, but the people, well, as you can see here, people that make things go boom. So yeah, you don't really want space yachts or industry level stuff, or stuff that is mainly just designed to blow things up. This is the military showcasing their stuff. The other stuff, like the pilot fleet, will come at a different event. I think that event is more or less closer to the end of the year, the normal, the other free flyer week that we do during the year. But however, I'm kind of curious to see if that we will get those ships in the final days, because previously on these events, each day we get to see pretty much the showroom showcasing the stuff. Let me just quickly pop over to here so I don't lose my place. So there we get to see these showrooms and these companies showcasing their ships. But considering this is mostly focused around the military aspects rather than the commercialized aspects, we will only see the military style vessels. But at the end of the event, they sometimes put on these terminals that basically have every single ship that you can just rent for free on the last day, and you get that for like 1 or 2 days. Hopefully they do the same this week. I don't know if they're going to put all the ships in, but we'll see if they do. Okay, on with this. Okay, so we see so far what we've got today. We've got Crusader Industries, Tumbril Land Systems, and MISC. The MISC Odyssey. I want to keep saying Odyssey, but it's not Odyssey. As the Crusaders are basically like the A2, the the big Hercules ships. See these big Hercules ships, and they do some pretty neat designs. Tumbril is more or less the land vehicles, and MISC are a bit of an alien-human hybrid ships because they were built for humans by aliens. So the aliens got like a sort of semi-understanding of human ships, and they're very metallic. So let's see what we've got here on the roster. So the A2 Hercules. Now this is the Moab. No, wait, I'm getting it. Is it heavy bomber or military transport? I think the A2. I always get these mixed up because you've got the C2, which is the C2, which is basically the cargo carrier, the M2, which I think is the personnel transport, and the A2 is the bomber, which contains the massive Moab bombs, which is the mother of all bombs. And these basically, when these drop out of the sky, you don't need to run because they'll get you wherever you are. They really do hit powerful. So these A2s are what you use when you want to make sure a site is completely cleared of, well, pretty much everything. What we got here, the Ares Inferno, a capital ship class killer. This is what happens if you've got a massive size 7 weapon and strapped it to a mobile platform. There's lots of controversy that's going around, I say, these two ships, because these two ships, Ares Inferno and the Ares Ion, they are the same class. The Ares Inferno basically has a Gatling gun, which is a ballistic style weapon that will run out of ammo, but it does penetrate the shields to a small extent, depending on how much shields they are. And this one, the Inferno, is an energy-driven weapon, but probably doesn't do as much damage as the Inferno. These ships are designed for attacking capital class ships. They're not designed for fighters. They're not designed for dogfighting or anything like that. But yet, people have been using these as a seriously OP ship for fighting almost anything. So it did go for a little bit of a nerf. And that nerf was that, say, the Ares Ion just wasn't able to target properly as did the Ares Inferno, which makes this ship kind of lose its ability as a long-range sniper, which was kind of what it was supposed to be. This was supposed to be a long-range sniper capital ship killer, but it kind of nerfed. So the abilities of this and this ship are sort of up in the air at the moment, trying different things. Give it higher fire rates, lower damage, or max or more alpha damage, but lower damage overall. I don't know, but yeah, they are messing around with these to try and see if they can get a decent enough size. The C2, one of my personal favourite ships. Now, if I could get this ship, I would, because this ship is one of the only ships. Well, let me rephrase that. One of the few ships, not only ships, but one of the few ships you can actually name. The C2 is actually a transport carrier. It can transport vehicles, as you can see right there. You've got like a nice Nova tank coming out of the lip, but it is currently one of the biggest haulers in game at the moment, even beating the Caterpillar, which used to be the king of cargo ships. This ship now is much better, and if you fit in a T3 grade A military drive, it can get you around the system really quite fast. Works well in atmosphere. So this is a great transport ship all round. And so it is one of my current favourite ships at the moment. Another thing about the Hercules line model, just to let you guys know, is that the Hercules ships are actually designed on a real world airplane called the C2 Hercules. Yeah, I know that the name isn't really changing that much, but yeah, and also the real world C2 Hercules also did carry the Moab bomb, which was a nice big powerful, can't remember if it was actually nuclear or not, but I don't really know my military craft that well. But yeah, this C2 ship is got a lot of its design based on real world airplanes, real world design ships. Well, they might not look the same, but their features are the same. Their qualifications are the same. And this one here looks like the M2 Hercules. Heavy lifting meets heavy firepower. Military transport. Now, I think that it has one more turret out over the cargo transporter, but also it does have quite a few seats in there for transporting. So it's got jump seats, so that you can transport all your personnel. So it's got less cargo space than the C2, but it does have quite a few seats that you can transport all the C2. However, the A2 Hercules does have a gunnery room, and it has a heck of a lot more turrets than either of the other two. Okay, what else have we got? The Mercury Star Runner. Now, this was another fun favourite because of its kind of designed on the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. It does sort of have that kind of feel in there. In fact, it's even got a hidden cargo bay underneath where you can lift up inside one of the officers' mess. You can lift up the chest table, and it's got like a hidden compartment underneath there where people can smuggle in. It's a data runner ship. This ship's a data runner. Let me just quickly turn over to here so I don't lose my location. Yeah, but this ship is a data runner and smuggling vessel because it has some hidden cargo areas underneath the decks that will not be scanned if it's scanned by a Federation or police type ship. So this is a smuggler's ship, in all honesty. So that's Crusader Industries. What have we got for Tumbril Land Systems? Tumbril Land Systems, like these are mostly ground vehicles. Now the Cyclone has got quite a series of vehicles, all pretty much the same type of model, but it's different things on the back. As you're going to see, this is the AA variant, stood for anti-air. So these are designed to take up small ships. The missiles aren't that powerful, but they can be used to take out the odd incoming fighter. The Cyclone MT has got an extra gun on top, and as well as some couple of missiles. Let's see, the RN. This is like as you can see, an off-road explorer, it's an exploration type vehicle. Has more or less scanning range, I guess, over missiles or offensive capabilities. The Cyclone RT, ready whenever. I'm starting to lose count. Well, that one's yeah, looks like a just standard, straightforward gun on top. Or the Nova Tonk. Now, this is a powerful badass of a tank, of a vehicle, because this tank here, this gun here, is probably one of the most powerfulest one-shot cannons. In fact, if you look around YouTube, you might find a few YouTubers that plunk this on the top deck, or the top deck of a 890 jump, and they are just one-shotting ships in space combat, left, right, and centre. It gives off an incredible explosion, but it only has 40 shells in there. Yeah, very powerful, limited. The Ranger TR bike, that isn't actually in game yet, so this is concept art. Oh yeah, it does say in concept. So yeah, that's one of the things that's looking forward to the wheel system, because there are two types of ground vehicles at the moment. These are all wheel-based systems, as you can see, but there is hover-based systems as well, which requires an entire different sort of set of technology. Now, the MISC. Like I said, the MISC range of ships is basically a cross-hybrid between human and alien. I find that their interiors are very metal orientated, so it kind of looks very, well, I don't know. Imagine if your house was just made entirely out of metal. It doesn't seem right, but it's got what you need there. And yeah, some people actually kind of like the design. I mean, it does look pretty decent. The Freelancer MISC. Now, the Freelancer has got several variations inside there. So the MISC is a gunship of variation. So I'm guessing it's got like a couple of turrets, more powerful guns on there. But you also got like the Freelancer Max, which is like a cargo hauler. And also you just got the Freelancer base model as well. Let's see what else we got here. Razor EX. These ships aren't really useful for anything apart from racing. Now, racing is supposed to be a thing in game, and there are several iterations of racing that's been going on from from people doing organizational racing to actual missions, but they haven't quite got it right yet. Racing is an entire thing on its own, but they haven't fully introduced it properly just yet. But it doesn't stop people from actually doing some racing. What have we got here? The Reliant series. There is quite a few different Reliants. This one, Tunner, as you can see, as I said, it's just basically a combat fighter. I give it due, it does have quite a few gun turrets on there, which, gun turrets, I mean actual guns on gimbals, which I think is a pretty decent. So I think it comes up like 5 or 6 different guns on there, which can be quite decent, even if they are just like size 1 or 2s. But the Reliant series, I can't remember which one it is, but the Reliant series is one of the only ships that is designed for media reporting. As I said, media isn't actually in game just yet, but I think it will work quite well alongside the passenger gameplay when that comes in. See previous video about passenger gameplay that I created. And yeah, the media ship is supposed to record events as they happen and allow them to be broadcasted across the verse. So I think when we get the racing that comes into full switch, I'm sure you'll get a couple of these Reliants broadcasting the races as they go. Or maybe you even get a few YouTubers streaming them to their channels. Hint, hint, wink, wink, once, nudge. And finally, the Starfarer Gemini, or in the majority, you've just got the Starfarer. Now, the Starfarer is just a heavy refueling ship. Refueling is a new concept that's actually been brought into the game. It is available, it is currently working, so people can use the Starfarer to refuel other ships. Right now, as everyone's all in one system, and that is the Stanton system, people don't really use this that much, simply because they can get to most places even with a short range snub fighter. Most places. So, but as the expansions of the solar system start going out, you will get more and more star systems. The next star system that's coming in, Pyro, is going to be 3 times as big as Stanton. And if someone wants to get from one side of Stanton to the other side of Pyro, then they might need to find some refueling ships along the way to help them get there, or piggyback on top of a bigger ship that can do it. And then that's just those 2 ships. There's going to be Nyx, Odin, Sol. There's going to be loads and loads and loads of other stations and solar systems that are coming out in the future. As I said, there's going to be an explosion of star systems. Pardon me. See another previous video that I did called the path to 100 stars. I know a lot of people disagree with me that that's not going to happen. I firmly believe that there is going to be an explosion of star systems and ships like these refueling ships, which also have a refinery on board to help them increase their fuel supply while having to keep on going back to space. They probably will be able to get some quantanium in there or some hydrogen fuel in there and just refine it on the go. I'm not too sure which one, because you've got the Starfarer and you've got the Starfarer Gemini. Now, the Starfarer Gemini, I think, is slightly cheaper than the standard Starfarer, but it has a whole missile rack on the front. I'm not too sure why. So I'm guessing one of these has a refining system. I'm honestly not too sure about the refining system when it comes to the Gemini, but there you go. So with all that in tow, as we can see here, we've got all these other people. You can see we've got like the Crusader, Tumbril Nova tank, Crusader Starlifter, and down here, so we're using these ZH halls, the ZH3 and ZH4.
One of the leading manufacturers of commercial
where they all are. Okay, so let's go and have a little look at what we got. So we can see these 3 ships here. Let's go and have a little look inside this one first. Oh, I'm going to just turn that down so I can actually hear what's going on. So this one here looks like a C2, I believe. Oh no, this is the M2. Like I said, I believe this one here is the personnel transport. So we can actually see it. We go up here. So that's the way to the bridge there. This is your standard habitation. So you've got like your standard hub there, so bunk beds, single. Oh, it's got a kitchen. My C2 doesn't have a kitchen. That's because my C2 has actually got a recreation area over here. So what's this area? I want the doors to be closed. Auxiliary crew. Okay, it's auxiliary crew. And like I said, these are all the jump seats. So if you've got like 20 people you want to deliver to a planetary surface, you can get them all in here. You've got a little head unit there. And you've got an armory, so they can all arm themselves. So you've got like all these lovely weapons. I think these are supposed to be like coat hangers and such. And more weapons around here. So you've got loads of weapons, loads of suits. And I believe these are escape pods. You'll get in there and then they escape. As just in case. Yeah. So this is the M2. You know, on my C2 I don't really have all of that stuff there, but what I do have... Oh, this doesn't have it either. Okay, I've got like an armory around here as well on the C2, but we'll have a look at that in a sec. And then here... Yeah, and this is the extra gunnery target. Cool. Okay, oh yeah, and more escape pods here as well, as you can see. Okay, so let's go out and have a little look around. Let's get out the ship and then we will... rent. Gonna rent that ship. Excellent.
Welcome to the Invictus ship. All of these vehicles you see on display.
This is the A2, and as we said, this is the bomber. We're just going to have a little look around this. If we can actually process it. Oh dear. Come on. I want to drop at least one bomb today. And I don't mean in the lavatory. Oh, let me just hear. Yep, we're getting all sounds. I just wanted to double check to make sure that I'm getting the sounds. Okay, let's try that again. Maybe 5 seconds. Or okay, don't worry about it then. See, these are the Tumbril Nova tanks. here. We've already got one of these needed. And that gets you up into the gunnery seat. We're just going to have a little look inside here. You can notice this one's different because this is where it stores the Moab bombs. So these bombs here are stored in here. When the ship's in active flight, this bay door opens, one of these is loaded down, and when it's dropped, those fins open up and then it falls to the planet's surface. We can have a little look here. I don't know if that opens up the back. I thought that opened up the bomb bay doors. What's this? Is this a bombery station?
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
Okay, so it looks like this is going to be the bombing station for later use. It doesn't look like it's in use at the moment, but at the moment you don't need to use that. You can actually use it straight from the actual from the actual pilot seat. What have we got here? Another gunner seat here. That's the pilot seat. Oh, it's got just having a little look around these systems here. But what does it have over here? It has turrets. See, this is the turret room because this ship has a lot of turrets. So you've got a remote gunnery turret here, you've got a remote gunnery here, you've got another remote gunnery turret here, and you've got another remote gunnery turret here. So the A2 is the one you want if you want to load the guns, suits and weapons. So these, oh, okay, so these are for suits. Okay, I thought these were escape pods, but they could actually be just suit hangers. Or they could be both, I don't know. Anyway. So I was going to say, there does actually seem to be quite a lot of escape pods over here. After you open all the doors and go... Yeah, see, 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, see, these are escape pods. Just a quick look at the habitation. That should be the same as the M2. Yeah, little cupboards for suits. A couple of double beds. Double beds, kitchen. There we go. And the engine. Right, let's get out of here. And finally, this is the C2. We don't really need to rent this as we already have one here. It's not allowing us to rent anyway, so probably doesn't like the fact we've got all these ships anyway. So let's have a quick look around the C2. Again, this has the most cargo bay of all the ships. Period. So far. I don't know if there's going to be another ship that's going to have more cargo bay cargo after this, but that is definitely up there. What I was saying is that for my ship, this is the ship that I generally use most of the time, and it has like one or two, let's just say, couple of cargo bay, couple of escape pods. This is the small little armory that I've got here, so I can put 1, 2, 3, right. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rifle, big guns, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 side pistols in there. And the same again around here. So yeah, there's still a little nifty area to hold all your guns. It doesn't have, as you can see, it doesn't have this extra gunnery seat because it doesn't have that gun. It just has like the standard forward 2 guns, and this controls a rear turret, and I've accidentally gotten into it, damn it. Let's get out of that. Go on. So as I said, yeah, this particular ship here is one of my favourite. I use this ship as basically my home ship. But let's just go and have a quick look at some of the amenities here. As you notice, this will have like a little bit of a different habitation. Let's see, 1, 2 beds, just 2 beds. The desk system, no kitchen here, simply because the kitchen is over at the other side, the recreation area. So this ship isn't designed for war. It's more or less just designed to move cargo. So we've got our nice little kitchen here, a little stuck. So yeah, so let's go and have a look at what we've got on the other side of the canteen, on the other side of the hallway, shall we? Yeah, as a cargo transporter, this is one of my favourite ships because it holds the most cargo out of all the ships that's currently in game at the moment. So as we've seen here, each one of these ships can contain at least one of these Nova tanks and is used to deliver them to the battlefield. So that gun on the front is one of the most powerfulest guns in game at the moment and can one-shot some light fighters when you pop on top and they jump and take them into battle. Yeah, it's really quite cool, really quite nifty. Okay, so we're going over here. I believe this was the MISC area over this side. Zenith Hall 2 and 3. No, this wasn't in the MISC. But we'll see what it is when we get there. As you can see, we've got good old F8 Lightning. As I said in the previous video, this ship will be given out as a sort of a prize for those that complete Squadron 42 when that comes out. Oh, this one's getting a little bit. Yes, Crusader. So this is the Crusader section. Here we go. So we've got the Starfighter, the Starfighter Orion. Sorry, got the Inferno and the Iron with the Mercury Star Runner and Mercury Star Runner. Yes, okay. So yeah, more Crusader ships. Yeah. Even though these ships are designed to be anti-capital class ships, they are really great fighters. But the thing is, they're not supposed to be great fighters. They're supposed to be anti-capital ships. And I can't even rent them. God damn it. Yeah. Let's just... Why can't I rent them? I want to run and jump. Oh, no, missed it. Oh well. Let's just try and give you a little bit of let's just give you a little bit of an idea of the type of gun that we are looking at here. can see that big, massive F-off cannon that it's strapped to the ship. It is quite a beast. Let me just go up. But you can see it really goes quite big. And the same thing gets said to be with the iron as well. If I press the right blinking buttons, there we go. And the iron is over here. As I said, the Ares is a ballistic style weapon, whereas this is an energy based laser. Let me just put that in here and try it again. As we could whip. As you can see, again, that cannon is massive. Designed for taking out big ships. Big, massive F-off ships. So not really the sort of cannon that goes for dogfighting other smaller ships, but still they do a fair bit of damage. This ship here that we're going up against, let's see if I can actually, just going to see if I can rent this ship. Nope, we can't rent it at the moment. Still errors. This ship here is a, as I said, this is the Crusaders Ares, not Ares, Star Runner. Right, one moment. What is it? Mercury Star Runner. Crusader Mercury Star Runner. It was a ship that is very much like the Millennium Falcon in design or concept. It's got a secret hidden area. And this is like the engine room. As we go in here, it's all nice and dark. Why is it nice and dark? Let's see if we can turn the lights on. Okay, so this is, as I said, a little bit of an engine room here, or cargo area. I'm going to see that. This is a data runner ship. So the idea of this ship here is basically you go in, and these servers, these computer banks, are supposed to store lots and lots of data. And you use a scanning room here. You've got a scanning chair. Enter support seat. This scanning chair will take you onto the scanning station and will allow you to start scanning the local area. That information is then collected and stored on these power bank computers. We've got two gunnery seats, well, one that goes down below, sorry, this one goes down below and this one goes up top. And in here we have access to the bridge. Yes, as you can tell, the Crusader design, it likes its cylindrical tunnels, and these seats spin round and on tracks take you up into the pilot seat. That's cool. I wonder if we can turn the power on so we can actually get the lights. Oh wait, there's the power, and power on.
Crusader Industries.
Don't know if it did anything. We'll find out.
Systems on.
Here. Now let's see if I could actually do this, because I've tried this before and it hasn't worked. But if we go into the recreate, well, before we go into there, we've got the habitation where you can see the where the crew sits. I know it's all dark at the moment. That's because the lights haven't been turned on, because yes, there's no power turned on yet. But here, let me see, we've got a nice little chess table here. This is recreation, where you can actually play a game of chess by picking up and using these pieces, or we can grab a piece I think if we place it on, I'm trying to put it onto that circle, but it won't let me put it onto that circle. Maybe it's the wrong piece. Let's try grabbing this one instead. No. But basically you've got to put the piece onto here. Well, it won't let me. Let's try this piece here instead. Or grab. I'm going to grab every piece until I find out which piece it is that allows me to do it. Right. Let's go. Put the fine. Let's try Crabble. So the thing is, I'm supposed to put it on that circle, but it won't let me put it on that circle. I'm sure it was supposed to be one of the black pieces. Move. No. Okay, let's go on. Let's see if I can find it. As I said, I've never really been able to get that to work properly, but... Oh, wait a minute, here we go. Here's a hidden patch. Get down there. Where are we going? I think it's... Recreation. See, that's what I was trying to do, trying to get you to move that across. But yeah, this is like the supposed to be the secret area. Let's close that. Close door. I don't think it will close now. Okay. But yeah, this is basically the underside of the ship where you can smuggle people as well as extra cargo. And each round it has different areas such as... Yeah, I'm half expecting an alien to jump out at me at any moment now. Go on. Yeah, this is supposed to be closed. There's like a panel around here that opens and closes this area. So basically they're all supposed to be closed. But this is getting a little bit glitchy at the moment, considering the lights are flickering on and off, and they're not supposed to be. But anyway, that's the Mercury Star Runner. So what else do we have that's around here? That's the downside. But I think that's kind of like it really. Let's move on out here. So we've just basically got the Mercury Star Runners and the Ares. Right, Inferno, Ares. Ares, Starfighter, Iron. Yeah, Ares, Starfighter, Ion, and Inferno. Sorry, keep getting the things mixed up. Okay, so there wasn't anything else, was there? So, two Crusaders. Okay, so now we're going over to the MISC section. Let's head over to the MISC. Let's all head over to the MISC section.
Invictus launch week is a great opportunity
Oh.
to get taxes.
Sorry, I was playing around.
It's your right to inspect elected acquisitions.
Is this the right location? Oh, Is this the right location? I feel like I've gone back on myself here. Oh yeah, MISC, here we go. The MISC Industries. Now, as I said previously, MISC is a little bit of a hybrid between alien and human technology. So we've got MISC Freelancer, Razor, Reliant and Starfarer. So the standard... So this is the gunship variant. It has quite a few missiles, as you can see. I think that's the majority because they all come with like your standard turret up top. I wonder if it's got any extra turrets, because this is what I'm saying about like the metal interior. Almost everything is all polished machine metal. Like I said, doors, the bed seems like polished machine metal with just some foam padding on it. It's like someone understood the concept of a bed and just kind of went with it. So yeah, enter pilot seat, co-pilot seat. These were more or less support seats or just seats. That's not just seats. The shower. Yeah, these are some cargo pods. Actually, yeah, it's missing a lot of cargo in favour of missile pods. So I think that this is more or less rather a missile boat rather than a gunship. Let's see, can we rent these? MIS, short for missile. No, we can't rent any more ships. And so this is the MISC Razor. And so these are just racing type ships. Not really good for anything else apart from go fast. So they're quite cheap in general. And so this is the Reliant or Tanya or whatever this version is. As I said, it does have a lot of weapons. So you've got basically one up here, one down here. I think it's got one on the top. Okay, so this one doesn't have much in the way of weapons. So this one only has 4. I know that one of the others has quite a lot. And I think these are gimbaled as well, so that'll be good. So what do we have in here? So the beds, again, as you can see, very machine metal type layout, and the seats. Oh yep, weapons racks, cool. And finally on to the Starfarer Gemini. This is a refueling ship. Refueling is in game at the moment, and you can do you can actually work quite well with it. Each one of these tanks you can fill up with certain type of mixtures. You make your own mixtures. You can refine to make your mixtures on the go. You can basically get helium from just being in space, from collecting dust, hydrogen. And the inside is an absolute nightmare of a maze. Because, okay, where would you first think to go? You think go forward? Yeah, we'll go forward, and that is just to the exit. Okay, so that just gets exit. What's out here? Another exit. And, another exit. So, yeah. Now let's try and see if we can figure out how to get to the pilot seat, shall we? So we don't go forwards. We go, nope. I guess we have to go through this door here. Up here. Again, a very metal tile interior. Out here. Here. Does that get you anywhere? This gets you to... Ah, there we go. Pilot seat. And this is the cockpit. But what else do we have? So this is like a station. Or another station. Oh, what have we got? Refuel and refine. Oh, okay, let's try that again. This stuff, refining and refueling. Basically this is flow rate. Pod management. However, we should be able to do that if I think rightly from the outside. Now, how do we get to the outside? Oh, this looks promising up here. I'm just basically winging it, I think. Oh, no, this is a turret. So basically that's kind of where we need to get to. This is like a maze. I'll figure out how to get. That probably goes to another turret. Yep, another turret. This is the crew area. So basically, as you can see, nice metal kitchen. I think this is the captain's area. Yep. They're all metal interior. With a nice, yeah, child's blanket Yeah, like I said, they don't really understand the concepts of beds. Okay, and what do we have here? And this is, like I said, the crew's quarters. I'm still trying to figure out how to get to the docking arm, but we've got to go back down. Go out. Out. Yeah. So the thing is, when they designed this ship, they didn't actually design it with functionality in mind. They designed this ship to be an FPS map, and they wanted this to be designed for FPS combat. Nope. So everyone that wanders around here has no idea where they're going. Okay. No. Ah, here we go. Yeah, right out into deep space without realising it. Okay, yes, so this is where I wanted to try and get to. So that's the boom arm that you use to refuel other people's ships. These all, yep, as you can see, these are the quantum tanks, or hydrogen tanks, or whatever you want to load them up with. Overview. And then I am going to run across it, of course I am. And miss completely because I didn't realise there was a crook in there. God damn you. I missed completely. And out through here. And that connects to the ship that needs fueling. I have no idea how. I'll have to have a look at the ships. Okay, so I think that's everything on here. Can I get to rent it? Nope, can't rent anything yet. Okay, so I think that is the MISC. All that's left is to see what's down below. Okay, so let's go and see what's down in the underside, shall we?
They keep our frontline forces equipped to handle any threat that comes their way. The Navy is proud.
And there's also another route that I want to check out, but I think it's supposed to lead back to here. But I'll find that out as we go. There's the F8 Lightning. Okay. Let's just take my helmet off.
Coincide with our brothers and sisters in the UEE Army, Tumbril Land systems were responsible for such dependable and versatile ground vehicles that even the Navy found it beneficial to add them to our fleet to secure landing zones in combat operations.
What we've got here. Recruitment Centre enlist today. Yep, the Nova tank again.
ever-expanding nature of operations throughout the systems. Have a
And
look to
over
see how
here,
each
what
of
do we
these
have?
ships will help defend.
Cyclones, the ground vehicle, guns and missiles, anti-air, TX, I believe, TR. And your standard. Oh, got in the passenger seat. Didn't mean to get in the passenger seat. Is that. So let's have a quick look at the ships in concept. So these are the ships that are currently being worked on right now. I think that's the Odyssey. Is that the Odyssey? MISC Odyssey, yes. So this is an exploration ship. There's supposed to be a bit of a difference between the Odyssey and the Carrack. They're both exploration ships, but they've got two different functionality. The Carrack has got a wider radar range, and it can scan a wider area more efficiently, whilst this is long range duration. The idea of this ship is that it can go to far off places outside of known areas, mine quantanium and refuel itself without the needs to resupply at a station or call in reinforcements. This ship is designed to explore the unknown. Has got a onboard quantanium refinery, so to refuel itself, as well as many other amenities to keep it going. Let's see. Survey distant frontiers and explore the furthest reaches of space with the MISC Odyssey, most advanced and complete exploration ship available to citizens. Designed to be supremely self-sufficient, the Odyssey comes with an onboard refinery and built-in mining tech, expansive capacity for supplies, and a hangar capable of holding a small ship, along with comprehensive, comfortable accommodations for a crew of 7. Yeah, so when you want to go out it alone or go out with a crew of 7, that's the Odyssey for you. And this, what is this? Oh, that's the bike. That's the bike. As I said, I can't remember the bike's name actually. It's a ground vehicle. Tumbril Ranger TR with a powerful frame. The tires. The thing about these tires is they're supposed to expand and contract depending on the rocky environment that it travels over, to try and give you a smooth ride as possible, or to allow you to traverse terrain that a simple wheel cannot, though it expands and grips onto the terrain to allow you to move forward. That's quite a good design. I think all Tumbril vehicles have the same sort of design for their wheels. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think they do. As I said, this sort of design is actually another design that's currently in real world application right now, is that these wheels will smartly expand so that they will map to the terrain that they're traversing over, and each section will expand and contract so you can get out of like muddy places, rocky areas, climb steep hills and such quite easily. And yeah, I think that's that. There was something else I wanted to have a look at, but I need to find the front entrance. Oh yeah, what's down there? And we've got another one over there. So I just want to just double check what's in here. Oh yeah, it's just like the exit. Yeah. I know. I got it. I don't need to go further because that's where we've been before. Okay, cool. Right, let's see how far we can take this before the system crashes on us. I did want to at least drop one A2 bomb, but unfortunately couldn't rent it out.
While in Invictus, take a moment to honor all naval starmen, past, present, and future, for faithfully defending the Empire.
Yeah.
Remember, Invictus is an opportunity to celebrate those who are about to embark on their journey in the UE.
Okay. Right, I think we did manage to get one or two ships, but I think it was like along like the it was one of like the C2, M2 or A2. I can't remember which one it was that we got. Let's see how far. Okay, I think I should be going on to the Discord channel soon. Let's just at least get up to...
The next shuttle is approaching the station. Last
I'll
call
let you
for
get in.
passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Okay,
Please clear the
so let's
hatch.
just
Shuttle will
quickly
be...
move over to... oh. Testing. I think that should be okay. Now let's see if we can actually get off here and see if we can actually do any missions. We might still have the Scorpions. Hopefully I might still have the Scorpions. Where's my helmet gone? God damn, there's lag. Even though that I've got all the... actually I've got to try until I can get into position ready. Like that, I've got all the graphics settings all the way down right now, because if I didn't, it would just be lagging just so badly. Well, we'll do that. We'll get the graphic settings up a little bit as we go out. I think I hear that we stopped, and oh wait a minute, the frame rates are right down to 0.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
The station isn't loading up. Yep.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
Yeah, I would die if I just got off there. Looks like we have to take this ship around again. Whilst we have to wait for everything
Next
to all
stop,
load in.
Vision Center. Your gateway to world-class events and...
If I just leave that like that, then hopefully it should all start loading in eventually. Could log off and then log back in. As I said, the using Orison as the central location for this event, I think was a really bad call, because this place is just not configured to. It's just not configured to be able to use any sort of frames per second. I mean, this is like a slideshow sometimes. And that's with every single setting turned all the way down. And see, it finally comes up. Just takes ages just even bringing up the menu. But once we get away from Orison, the frame rates will actually go up. Let's see, therefore, low, 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 off. Wonder if I should turn the resolution down. Oh well. Okay, so we've had a little look at the entire... Oh, and I just dropped something down there. I wonder what that was. Probably one of my wrecks. Okay, so we have had a look at the entire services. We couldn't rent out all the ships because reasons. I don't know. We was trying to rent out all the ships, but it wouldn't allow us to rent us out. I think you only managed to rent 2 or 3 different ships here. But I think we've got enough to actually go out and have a little bit of fun. If not, I've already got them in my inventory anyway. So I've got I've got like the C2 already in my inventory. I think we got the A2. I want to drop at least 1 bomb from that if we can. Let's see if we can actually disembark the shuttle this time without getting killed. Okay, so second time around. Yay. Oh. Oh. Right, I'm going to move in front of the door just to see if we can actually get off. Because if the frame rate drops again, then it will be very hard to get off this ship. We'll see. Come on. Train waiting simulator. Oh, I was just about to say at least the frame rate's a little bit smoother and then it just drops. Don't worry, I will turn the graphics up once I've actually gotten out of here. Hopefully it's rendered this time, hopefully it's loaded in. And it vanished. It was there and then it vanished. Crying out loud.
Approaching next station.
It's not going to load up, is it? Right, I am going to have to do... Yeah, it's not loading. If I just go off that, I'm just going to drop out. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take all my assets off. I kind of like these assets.
Next stop, the Vision Center. Your gateway to world-class events and...
Hopefully it will load up from the other train side. This is why it took about 2 hours just for me to actually get to the Vision Center, because things just won't load in or actually work properly. I might even have to log off and log back in again. And now we got a blank screen. Yay, this is awesome. Oh dear. Oh dear, I'll tell you what. Exit to menu. Let's go and play an Arena Commander for a little bit. Let's try and see if we can have a little bit of fun in Arena Commander. I'm kind of curious what we can get to see in Arena Commander if any of the items will actually go over there. That would be cool. That would be cool if they actually can put some stuff into Arena Commander and we can play with stuff in there. But we'll see. Here we are, through loads. And now we have a Starscape. Yay! Oh, wait a minute. We've got something. Yeah. So, don't let these bugs dishearten you from trying this game out properly, because at the moment, during this event, it is going to be really buggy as everyone is just trying to cram onto the server and the server just getting overloaded. It's not normally this buggy. Well, it is buggy, but not to this extent or this much in the way of frame rate loss. I don't know, I think it's just like this because of the event that's going on at the moment. Once the event has finished, maybe I should try and see if I can do some proper live streams with some of the ships that I've currently got. Because I've got some decent ships so we can use to go bounty hunting, do some trading in the C2, maybe just do some bunker missions with some people. I'm useless at the bunker missions. I'm absolutely useless. That's why I always need someone to hold my hand. But yeah, we can go through those after the event has finished. And maybe I should start doing some streams for those. But yeah, I don't think this is going to go any further. It is crapping out, not getting anywhere. Let's see if I can actually get that. Yeah, not cancelling, not going away. Now I can't bring anything up. So I am going to call this a day for then. And now I'm going to have to try and see if I can figure out how I can get how I can end this stream without crashing my stream. I can't even bring the streams up again. This is the same thing that happened yesterday. Oh, fribble. Oh yeah, had that glitch as well. Oh wait, something's happening. My screen's going black. Yay! I can now end out the stream. Okay, so guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've done in creating this. I will do some proper streams after the events and when it's not going to be so glitchy and crashy all the time. But yeah, so thanks very much for watching. I've just enjoyed watching this as much as I've done in creating this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys out there.